Hey, how everyone doing tonight? Welcome to another Snipe Point stream. We're just chilling. Hope everyone's having a good evening out there tonight on this wonderful Wednesday evening. Hope everyone's staying warm out there on our side. Out here doing my way. Yo, what's going on? Theophilus, how you doing tonight? Man, I hope everyone's having a good night tonight, man. Try to get a little workout in, man. Watching them Diamond Gym guys, man. Thought I was getting a little bit inspired. Boy, almost back, almost about fell off the bone, man. But I'm still alive. I'm here, so still just want, like I said, go ahead and break everybody down. What's going on? Tap you guys in how my journey going so far, and also see how you guys doing tonight. Don't be afraid to come in and comment, like, and everything. So let's get to it. So here we go. We're gonna break down MGC Gold. As you guys know, that's what I've been exclusively trading myself so far. And we're starting off on a daily time frame here. We have crossed. Well, I've started crossing over to the April contracts because there really wasn't any volatility in the February contracts anymore. So it's time to switch over. And usually, I just when top stuff switches over, I just switch over on my broker uh, and everything. So as we can see here, we closed last month out with three hard pullback days, basically wiping out all the gains from last year. As you can see, um, sorry, my camera's in the way, everyone. Sorry about that. Okay, yeah, like I was saying, we had three red days pulling back, sweeping out all of the year's liquidity and everything here on January. You can see here January 20, beginning of January 26th and everything. This is where we basically found some support at. Opened up the new monthly pivots here for February. As we know, the daily time frame, the pivots reset every month. And so here we have the price came down and basically on this is Monday, so the beginning of the week when they opened up. Monday came down and found some support here just slightly above the L3 area and bounced. And Monday's bounce has held. As we can see today, we had a strong bullish close here within the CPR and everything. So yeah, it looks like bulls are taking back control because we today, as you can see, we're trading back above this top CPR area. As we know, the lost my train of thought, but yeah, we close here at the P. Sorry about that, you guys. But yeah, we close up here at the P. Climbed above. So bulls are basically taking control on the back control on the time frame. Like I said, we close above the top CPR pivot, and here about to test the monthly H3. So here in the early Asian session, let's go down here to the 4 hour and the hourly and stuff. Here, drop down to the 4 hour time frame. We can see here for the new weekly pivots, price bounced off the weekly L3 and is now climbing within the weekly CPR. But we are like remember we are above the monthly CPR currently. So like I said, bulls have taken control on a monthly basis. So I'm pretty sure today we could possibly test this weekly CPR and bulls continue to remain in control. Yesterday was pretty much chopped through um not Asian, but London and New York. So as you can see here, it's pretty much this is the 2 o'clock uh 4 hour candle from yesterday last night, leading all the way up to Asian. We finally took off here. Um had a nice green close here to close out the 2 o'clock 4 hour candle, and buyers continue here in the Asian session to take us higher. So it looks like we're accumulating pretty much in the uh, Asian session, and hopefully we don't get any stall outs again in New York because I have not taken advantage of these buys here in the Asian session. And yesterday was a no trade day for me too, so hopefully be able to find some opportunity in the morning, but not trying to force it because I don't know if anybody else out there got a story with it, but I know Friday and um yesterday that volatility on gold was crazy. Uh, just off of no, yeah, Monday and yesterday. Why it was not during New York, but yesterday during Asian and during New York, because the ATR on Monday during New York it was like 30 points. The same thing on Friday. So my 5 point stop loss was getting slapped left and right. But the winners I did have, I was able to hold on and hold them for longer and everything, catching about 20 points or so on some trades. So it was war. But these metals is definitely very volatile right now. I was talking with Theophilus earlier, and like she was telling me about on Top Step out there was saying like the illiquidity that's going on with the gold market. Also talking with my brother, we was just talking about the manipulation with the margins and everything, like how they because gold these metals and stuff has just been on the tear. That's where everybody at, like all the banks and stuff, with all the economic and global turmoil going on around the world and everything. So as we know, this is the safe haven and everything, and really all fundamentals point for gold to go up. So, like I said, it looks like we had that hard push up in the beginning of the year, and this already having this hard pullback within 3 days to end the month is kind of wild. But like it looks like it's already made its pullback. So, and it's bulls have already came in. Like I said, we clear that monthly CPR. It's gonna be looking for more bullish continuation. Is what my analysis is what I see. So yeah, like we say here at the we're climbing above this weekly P here. Sorry, got off the analysis on the 4 hour on the weekly. Like I said, we're above this P area, so we probably would tap into this top CPR here, and may find some rejection up here. Who knows how the week will? It may trade within the CPR all week. It could break above, could come back test below. So we'll just have to see how it plays out. But as of right now, what I would say, what I'll be looking for today, hopefully we can get a retest here, this P area, and we can continue higher towards towards the top of the weekly CPR. Let's go on the 1 hour, just confirm what I was saying on the 4 hour and everything. So as we see here, we got some consolidation. Well, because how this is what I was talking about New York, the London and New York yesterday. It was just basically just consolidation, but Asian was beautiful. It just rose here after the initial 8 to 9 o'clock. Had the pull back here to 9 o'clock candle and just bounced off support and continued to climb into the weekly CPR. And like I said, it stalled out during Asian. Well, I don't know. Well, I was looking on the Forex Factory to see the news that was going to be coming out for the U.S. and it says here that 815 non-farm is supposed to release, but last time I checked, the government was supposed to be partially shut down. I don't know if anybody heard anything out there about it getting reopened. When I was looking at Bloomberg, I didn't see anything earlier, and well, I was reading an article earlier too in here. It didn't say anything, so I'm pretty tentative on these news releases here. It may or may not come out. Who knows? Because I know there was some news supposed to come out Tuesday that got delayed or whatever. So we'll have to see about that. But hopefully it does and provide some volatility here for the New York session. Cause this was trash. Like I said, I just didn't decide to trade it. One because we were and typically I don't like to trade within the CPR because it's like the middle of the range, so to speak. So I like to try to be on the edges of price or whatever. But like I said, it looks like we are holding strong. Looks like see how this 7 o'clock candle and 8 o'clock candle close pretty strong. This 9 o'clock candle is. We got 4 minutes till it closes. It's looking like it's gonna close with some bearishness. So interested to see how it plays out. Okay, let's switch to the intraday time frame. See how everything is looking out. So when I was doing my analysis, I was asking myself, was the Asian session going to continue to accumulate like it did yesterday? And as soon as I dropped down to the intraday, it was immediately confirming it when I was looking at it because as we can see here, we opened up on the. Make sure y'all can see everything good on the chart when I'm breaking it down. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, let's sip of water. So yeah, as we can see here, the EMAs, as you know, I like to see that how the EMAs confirm that momentum that's coming into the market. And these are like the A plus trade setups that I believe that I can identify and want to get in on. So I didn't catch it here at the open. Um, as we can see at 8:55, we got the EMA started the lower EMA started to cross above the higher EMAs and above the VWAP was starting to slant up and everything. Today it did open up with a gap too, so I didn't see exactly how it looked, but this is how it played out. So we were bouncing above, got the first initial bounce off the lower EMAs and continued to rise, and then here again at 7:20 and through 7:30. There was a slight pullback to the 13 EMA, and then the also price also provided another entry point here at the 13 EMA, coming down and bouncing and rejecting. These two, well, this one I just played out when I finally was doing my analysis and scaled down. We can see we crossed above here at this. Well, I'll just show y'all that later. We crossed above here at the of the above the intraday H3, and we were continuing, and then at 8 o'clock, I seen we had a we're having another pullback here to the 13 EMA, but I decided to sit on the sideline. Like I said, just typically not been trading the Asian session so far, so I just been evaluating it until I can get my confidence and psyche up to the point where I feel comfortable placing these trades. So anyways, so like I said, pull back and we are seeing some rejection here at the highs. What is this? Kind of this area is aligning with a higher time frame pivot area, which is I believe is the daily H3 because this is 5087. And let's go back to the daily. Yep, just below the daily H3. So we already reached this level, and we are trading in this bearish fair value gap. I forgot to mention that earlier. So this is a pretty large fair value gap. So price could come up here and consolidate for a couple days above this monthly CPR while we are up here, because the H3 and the CPR is definitely two inflection points for price. So price could definitely trade in between here and decide to consolidate a little bit on a macro time frame to find more value or whatever. But the way gold's been looking, who knows? It could just continue to shoot off for um, 5 straight days, 1,000 points a day or whatever, make new all time highs the way it's been going. So we'll have to just see what's going on and react. But like I said, that's the monthly H3 is what we're seeing some rejection at in these areas. So I would like to see a pullback here to this VWAP and H3 area. Also, this is aligns with the uh, this higher time, this 55 EMA. Yeah, VWAP 55 EMA. So this would be a good point right here. Like if price rejects this H3 area, it will show that buyers are remaining in control and could be on the way to make a new all-time high. Not a new all-time high, but a new high for the session and potentially get to this H4 area because this H4 area is just above that monthly H3. So a good close above there, or this would be a good close or a good test of the highs. But showing momentum is in. We got the we look here on the 15 minute. The pivot bands are sloping. The EMAs are also stacked and slanted. And what I noticed, and some of my testing and just been trading since I've been looking at the EMAs on the 15 minute. Once we get that spread and that spread on the 15 minute, it typically lasts for a good while. Could go into days, but definitely for a good session, as you can see here. And these don't cross as much as the five or the 5 minute EMAs, I was saying. So definitely when we get a test here of the longer EMAs, as you can see here yesterday, price was just price was consolidating, and it finally had a push down, but it just pushed down to the longer 55 and 15 minute EMA, and even got just above the um, VWAP here, and that's where it started to find those grounds and build towards these um, higher highs and everything that it just created. Found a bounce off the support pretty much. So these longer EMA held and even held just above here in the open at about 6:30. We can see we had some bounces of support too just above. So when it gets down to these area and it's uh, trending. This is I've been noticing the 55 EMA on the 15 minute and well really the 55, not the 55. I'm sorry, the 15 minute EMAs are good support areas that you can find some good bounces off of. Like even like with this trend that's going on, like if we get a pull back here to the 13 EMA, price can hold. But like I said, I think price will should a better entry will be pulling back here towards this VWAP area in this H3 and letting that H3 be respected and the support being shown and held to continue to the H4 would be the best trade for me. But we'll see what price does here. So let's go back to that hourly candle time frame. We can see here we got a little small rejection here on the hourly for the 9 o'clock bears, so small pullback. So we get a close about as high. Should price should continue to climb higher, but we'll see if these highs decide to hold and see if we can that can provide a little bit more of a little bit of drawback towards these the H3, and I believe the H3 also aligns with the. Oh no, we're just gonna find out. Yep, the H3 aligns with the um weekly PCPR, so that's also a good sign. So price could potentially pull back there, but who knows? The way, like I said, gold could continue to just push higher and break above. Like you never know. So just gonna try to be ready. The ATR has calmed down. It's we can see on the 5 minute here. We got 14 minute point two is average ATR is the average true range of the candles. The 5 minute or whatever time frame you're looking on. So it's basically this means that each 5 minute candle is pretty much moving about 14 points. So I like to use ATR to pretty much measure to see like how much volatility is in the market. Kind of gauge with my stop loss. Um, how much my stop loss should be like. Set my expectations for how much profit I should look to take and things like that. So it's just one of the tools I'm using to help me build my strategy and build my story on price and everything. So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for now. I just like I said, how everybody eating and doing out there. Just chilling on this end. Want to get more consistent out here with you guys. Just definitely continue to push videos out, trying to get some short ideas. Um, don't be afraid to comment. Like I said, let me know how you guys liking the content out there. What you guys feel like can be improved on. I'm a big believer in constructive criticism, so I always look to get better or whatever. Oh, update on my journey. As I said, um, currently that practice top step account that I have has been going to be converted over to an express account. So going to continue to keep the same mindset with that. Just look for good trades. Not necessarily make it a practice account since I can make real money on it. So just gonna definitely look for better A plus setups on there. I finally did trade my personal account on Monday, but it was rough. Like I had the right direction. I was going short after 10 o'clock. That's when the news was releasing, and so I waited after the news. I waited till about 10:20, 10:30. But that ATR, like I said, it was like 30 points. So I was getting smacked with my small stop loss and ended up hitting margin requirements. So I wasn't able to try to make another attempt to go bearish, and I ended up missing out on potentially good day. But that's why it's important to have community. Talk with my peoples and everything. Got my mind right, and just know we're gonna come back stronger the next time. Just gotta like sit back and be patient, make the plan and trade the plan. And like I said, with these markets, we can't control the outcome. So like I said, just come back better uh, each and every time. So I think that's all the time I'm gonna have for y'all tonight. I hope you guys enjoy it. Like I said, stay warm and be safe out there, and God bless everyone. And, yeah, peace.